Look at this image. It's not just a thumbnail, it's a prophecy. We are standing on the precipice of the largest, fastest wealth transfer in human history. Forget the Industrial Revolution. That took a century. What's happening now with artificial intelligence is going to happen in the next decade. Analysts are predicting a $100 trillion shift. And the terrifying truth is this: the middle class isn't just shrinking, it's becoming economically irrelevant. Today, we're going to look at the cold, hard math of why the owners of labor are headed to zero, and the owners of compute are headed to infinity. For the last 70 years, the American dream and the global middle class was built on a simple equation. Your time equaled money. You learned a skill, you sold your labor to a company, and in return, you got a wage that allowed you to buy a house and raise a family. Labor was scarce. Humans were necessary. If Ford wanted to build more cars, they had to hire more people. Your economic value was tied to your physical or cognitive output. The harder you worked, or the smarter you were, the more you could charge for your labor. That world is officially over. The connection between economic output and human necessity has been severed. Enter the age of AI. In this new world, the most valuable resource on planet Earth isn't oil, it isn't land, and it certainly isn't your time. It's compute. When we say compute, we mean the raw processing power, the GPUs, the server farms, the energy required to run massive AI models. Think of compute as digital real estate. But unlike land, this real estate can think, create, and solve problems 1,000,000 times faster than you. Here is the crucial difference. Human labor is linear. To get 10x the output, you need 10x the humans. Compute is exponential. Once you train an AI model, scaling it to do the work of 1,000 people doesn't cost 1,000 times more. It costs pennies on the dollar. So how does this $100 trillion transfer actually happen? It's not a conspiracy, it's just brutal efficiency. Let's take a standard mid-sized company. They spend 60% of their operating expenses on payroll, on human labor. AI enters the chat. Suddenly, the work of the customer service team, junior coders, paralegals, and graphic designers can be done by software rented from OpenAI or Google. That 60% expense for payroll doesn't just disappear. It transforms into profit margins for the company and subscription fees for the AI providers. The money that used to circulate through the middle class, buying groceries, paying mortgages, is now siphoned directly to the owners of the compute infrastructure. If your job involves sitting in front of a computer and manipulating symbols or data, you are actively training your replacement right now. This leads us to the final societal split, the hollowing out of the middle structure of society. On one side, you have the owners of labor. If your only asset is the ability to do average cognitive work, your economic value is racing towards zero. On the other side, the owners of compute, the people who own the silicon, the energy contracts, and the proprietary data, their leverage is becoming infinite. We aren't heading toward a world without wealth. We are heading toward a world where wealth is generated by machines and captured by the few who own them. This sounds dystopian, and perhaps it is, but the first step to surviving an avalanche is seeing it coming. The question you need to ask yourself today is not, how do I work harder? It's, how do I move from selling labor to owning capital or controlling compute? This is the conversation of our lifetime. If you want to stay ahead of this shift, make sure you subscribe. We're going to navigate this new reality together.